What feels like a cult, and is in fact a cult?
The prosperity gospel.
All hail Joel Osteen. Imagine Martin Short channeling Tim Allen. You can't unsee it after that.
Boarding schools for troubled teens.
For anyone interested, check out this comic link.
Scientology. Look up Xenu link.
I don't quite know how to explain but once a fandom reaches a certain point, it's almost embarrassing to admit that you like the show, movie, book, etc. because you automatically get lumped in with the super cringe and toxic portion.
Yeah, not to mention those people who are weirdly obsessed with certain YouTubers, sometimes even after they have been off the internet for a long while.
All of these nutrition places with their loaded teas are just a front for Herbalife.
Most MLMs have the cult vibe. The Lula Rich documentary talks about the major cult vibes they were using to work their retailers into a frenzy and not realize they were being conned.
Nutri-Boom.
You sound like someone who needs go raise, then lower their amino acids. You'll feel much better.
The troubled teen industry.
What is that? Like those scared straight programs.
MLMs, but especially Mary Kay. I went to a convention once as the guest of a consultant because she was trying to get me to join. It was very Stepford. Also, she didn't tell me you were expected to dress up, so I showed up in jeans and a hoodie.
I watched some documentary or something about this or a similar MLM, and you're not supposed to know you're supposed to dress up because the point is to make you feel crappy and like everyone else is successful.
NXIVM. All hail Vanguard, and pass the branding iron. Scrolled through and didn't see it.
Westboro Baptist Church.
A few years ago they decided to come all the way to Montana and protest the Catholic Church IIRC because we're too friendly towards gay people. Thing is, they were protesting outside a cathedral with several tons of church bells. The bells, electronically controlled, were set to "crackhead in the tower pulling all the ropes." You couldn't hear a word of what the Westboro nuts were chanting over the constant chiming. Then it started randomly snowing on them, so they packed up and went home.
Primerica. Worst cult vibes ever.
I almost got suckered into that. After going to an interview, I realized what it was, and decided to back out. A year later, I saw they had charged my card $30. It took me way too long and more arguing than should have been necessary to get a refund. But
Whatever the Duggars are, creepiest bunch I've ever seen.
Quiverful. Absolutely a thing. Scientology.
Throwaway account. My child's mother is a Scientologist. In deep posters, books, pamphlets, etc. Frequents church quite a lot. Believes LRH is a great man. I've tried to have convos with her and her husband about it, but they are excruciating. It always leads to having to watch a video about it. I've been to one of the churches. It's literally an infomercial inside a building. Books for sale all over, shocking, and all written by L. Ron, even though he's been dead for decades. They'll spend hours in an auditing session while my child sits in the lobby watching YouTube, which they don't monitor. I know way more about Scientology than I ever wanted to know, and I still don't know enough. And I'm very wary about my child growing up with it as an influence. Edited to correct, weary, to wary.
Those Shen Yun performances that are overly advertised every year. Turns out they're directly tied to Falun Gong.
I was gonna comment this if no one else did. Falun Gong, what if Scientology but East Asian and kinda racist?
*** Silicon Valley tech companies are not a cult. ***. However, there is a subculture within Silicon Valley tech companies that is a cult. ***. Here are some things to watch out for. Sleep deprivation. If your team wants you to do overnight on call, and overnight pages happen more often than once every 7 on-call shifts, your team is a cult. Training versus guilt. If your team assumes that you already know all the details of the tech you work with, and dumps weird guilt on you when you don't know an obscure fact, your team is a cult. Rich lifestyle versus actual returns. If your team encourage you to pick up expensive hobbies, sports cars, piloting, ski trips, but the company doesn't actually pay enough to afford them without skimping on your regular expenses, your team is a cult.
Also, if you've planned a vacation in advance, and it's known, don't let people drag you back to work. You are more important than anything else, F work. If you told them well in advance and had it planned out, don't let anyone stop you from taking it.
It's your team's manager's job to make sure that your team's duties can get done. given the team members' schedules. It's not a surprise to anyone that people like to go on vacation in particular months. It's better to have explicit on-duty rotations, than to have unstated assumptions that some people are on duty whenever someone feels like hollering at them.
Workplaces that tout, "We are a family." I've seen too many people fall into that and get ostracized by the family.
The entrepreneur lifestyle. Many people are encouraged to put aside pleasures of life in the tiniest hope that if they just grind hard enough they'll be billionaires. Oh, also, while caring a lot about your money and how you spend it, buy my $500 plan to help you make money faster.
I've found out that if anyone advertises they are an entrepreneur, they are more likely to be a scammer, faker than an actual business owner. Like I know a guy that owns an excavating company. When he meets people and they ask what he doesn't say, "I'm an entrepreneur," he says, "I work in excavation," or says he owns an excavation company. Only people saying they are entrepreneurs are wannabes in my experience.
Every iteration of the self-improvement, self-actualization, get-rich, get-happy seminar scam. Landmark Forum, Est, Tony Robbins, Robert Kiyosaki, MLMs, etc. They all make liberal use of brainwashing. Link.
Within the cancer community there's a political group who have all read, probably, Chris Beat Cancer, and it's a bullpoo book telling you can cure cancer by changing your diet. Sugar is the main villain. You can fight me all you want, but sugar does not cause cancer. Listen to your oncology-approved dietitian and get the F off Facebook. Just this past weekend I had lunch with my friend's dad, who is also terminal, and his wife has banned him from sugar because of this bullpoo. The dude is dying and he's not even allowed to enjoy himself in moderation. Because she heard about it on Facebook. Edit. Chemo brain often forgets the huge difference between nutritionist and dietitian. Sorry. My bad. And finally, I'm done arguing. Thanks everybody. Please listen to the cancer patient in your life and what they want. Do they want to change their diet? Absolutely go for it, but make sure they're getting the right nutrition from a qualified professional. Do what they want. You actually have no idea. We really need to shift our current state of cancer care to a more palliative, not hospice, big distinction, model. A cancer patient that is as relatively happy as can be has the potential to increase their outcome. And finally, donate blood and sign up for BeTheMatch.org. We need you.
When I had cancer, people gave me a lot of unsolicited advice. I was told to do a number of bullpoo diets, and to not use Western medicine. I had no tact at that time. I was so exhausted and sick. I would just remind people that I was a single mother who did not have F around and find out money for alternative healthcare, and it would be cruel to deny my children their mother because some idiot told her to change her diet and she died. I asked a few people if they were volunteering to pay for my funeral. Edit. You guys gave me treasure. Thank you.
Jehovah's Witnesses.
My mother and stepfather are witnesses. I was not raised as one. She converted about 20 years ago. I was already an adult. It has completely destroyed our relationship. Every life event, every tragedy, everything is used to shove it down your throat. I'm all for freedom of religion. The problem with them is that even if you accept their choice of belief, they are unwilling to accept yours if it is not JW. After years of tolerating them pushing their poo on my children and myself, telling my kids, "Your mom doesn't know what she's talking about," and ensuring every life event became a massive fight, I finally had to cut them off. They refused to attend my child's funeral because I held the service in a church. My mother and I no longer speak. It breaks my heart. Edit. Wow. Thank you all for the kind words and awards. Your sympathies and support are much appreciated.
QAnon.
These crazies, Jesus Christ. One man killed his kids cause he thought they were going to turn into lizard monsters. Edit. Here's the link. Link.
People who are way too invested in the college they attended.
Pentecostalism. They tell everyone they are the true original Christian church, but in reality they just control people. Most of their churches have tons of rules. Women can't cut their hair at all, or wear pants or jewelry. Watching TV or movies is either discouraged or outright forbidden. Any type of alcohol consumption is forbidden. That's just the beginning of it. Highly recommend doing some research into the movement. Crazy bunch of people. Edit. Obligatory rip my inbox. I'll try to respond as I'm able, guys. Edit 2. For those that were a part of this denomination and have since left, check out r Expentecostal. Edit 3. Holy poo, it just keeps coming. Come over to r Naked Pentecostalism. I can't respond to every comment here.
People who buy Twix candy bars based on the left Twix vs right Twix.
I am a bit sure.
CrossFit.
No bro, only people who aren't safe injure themselves. 2 weeks later. Yay, it was a freak accident. A plate shifted 2 inches, so I pivoted 180 degrees and bam, tore my shoulder. 1 in a million bro. Anyway, you should come check out my gym.
Thank you for watching. We upload new videos every day, so be sure to come back for more fun. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed the video.